Hello students of class 7. So after a long gap of your half yearly examination, I am continuing your class. Okay, so let us start the new chapter, that is percentage and its application. Already you know there are many applications of percentage, and you can also find you got your results of your half yearly examination. There also you have seen your percentage. Okay, so percentage is you can say a simpler manner to say your overall performance. You can say your overall performance by only seeing the percentage. Okay, so here also in this chapter we are going to discuss the application part. Okay, so first of all I am coming to the basic of percentage, that from where the word came. Okay, so what is percentage? See, percentage. So percentage, this word comes from a Latin word, and that word is what? Percentum. That Latin word is percentum. Okay, so from there only this word is derived. Percentage name is derived. So what is the meaning of centum? The meaning of centum is 100. Okay, and you know what is the meaning of per? Whenever we used to say per, that means we have to divide. Okay, so that means per 100. So whenever we are telling percentage, that means we are dividing that number by 100. Okay, so here first of all we will convert a ratio into percentage. That means a fraction. You can simply say a fraction into percentage, and again from a percentage into fraction. So first of all we will convert this, and then we'll discuss the applications of it. Okay, so students, this is the you can say definition of percentage. So fraction with denominator equal to 100. Okay, this is called the fraction with denominator 100. We can say it is a percentage. We can represent that fraction into a percentage. Okay, and next is, what is the symbol used for percentage? You already know this is the symbol which is used for percentage. So examples are, see, if I write 2%, that means 2 by 100. Okay, in fraction we can write like this. Similarly, if it is written 33%, then we can write 33 by 100. Okay, so student, the first topic under this is converting fractions to percentage. So whenever there is a if there is a fraction which is given to you and you have to convert it into fraction, then the first method is you have to multiply the denominator and numerator with suitable number, so that the denominator becomes 100. And if the denominator becomes 100, you can simply write it in the form of percentage. Okay, so example is 2 by 5. See, here I am multiplying the denominator and numerator by 20, so that the denominator becomes 100. Okay, so now we can easily write it in percentage. Okay, and see the second method. In second method, we can multiply the given fraction by 100% directly. Then also it will be in percentage. See, this question, this example only I am doing using method 2. So using method 2, we can directly multiply it by 100%. So cancel 5 and 100, you will get 20. And 20 into 2 will be what? It will be 40%. Okay, so the answer is same. So you can use any of the method for converting a fraction into percentage. Okay, so why we are using the two methods? See, in method 1, see, denominator is 5. If the denominator is 5, then you know that you can easily convert it into 100, because 100 is a multiple of 5. Okay, so why we are using method 2? So we are using method 2 because sometimes it may happen that some number is in denominator and the multiple of that number may not be equal to 100. Okay, in that case we can use method number 2. For example, if our question is 2 by 7, in place of 2 by 5, if I have 2 by 7, then I cannot make 7 to 100, because 100 is not a multiple of 7. Okay, so in that case we have to use method number 2. Okay students, so next is converting decimals into percentage. Okay, so here just we have to multiply the decimal number with 100%. so that we'll get the number as percentage. Okay, so see example 2.13. So here we have to multiply this decimal number with 100%. So we'll get it in percentage. Okay. Similarly, see how to convert a ratio into percentage. So for converting a ratio into percentage, we have to write that ratio in fraction form first of all. So after writing in fraction form, then next you have to multiply with 100% and you can easily get the answer. Okay. For example, 4:5. Okay, 4:5 means what? Out of 5, we are taking how many parts? Only 4 parts. Okay, so now this part we have to convert it into fraction. We have to write in fraction. So just multiply it with 100% and then cancelling. After cancelling it, you will get 20 here. So 20 into 4 will be what? 80%. Okay. So see, the next topic is percentage for comparison. So if we have two datas given and we want to compare, okay, so for comparing the two datas also we can use percentage. Okay, so see here I am giving you one example. Suppose in class 7A there are 24 girls out of 40, total 40 students. Okay, this is the total number of students and this is the total number of girls, that is 24. Okay, so out of total 40 students in class 7A there are 24 girls. And here in class 7B, there are total 35 students and out of 35 students, the number of girls is 14. So I want to convert this fraction into percentage. Okay, and after getting the percentage, I can easily compare and I can say that, oh, this class has highest percentage of girls. Okay, that means highest number of girls present in this class. Okay, so see how to do it. First of all, you have to reduce this fraction. Okay, you have to reduce the fraction into lowest form. So we can use cancellation. So see, 8 is the highest common factor. So directly we can cancel using the multiplication table of 8. So 8 3s are 8 5s are, that means 3 by 5. Okay. Similarly here also you can cancel it out. So 7 5s are 7 2s are. So this is 2 by 5. Next, what you have to do, now you get this in ratio, in terms of ratio. So you know that how to convert a ratio into percentage. You can simply multiply it with 100% or you can directly multiply a suitable number in numerator and denominator so that the denominator becomes 100. Okay, so you can use any of the two methods. So see, I am doing the second one, that is I am multiplying it with 100%. Here also I am multiplying it with 100%. So see here, after cancelling, you will get 60. Okay, 60%. See, 5 2s are, okay, 20 into 3 will be 60%, and here this is 20. So 20 into 2 will be 40%. So you can clearly see which class has the highest number of girls. Yes, class 7A has the highest number of girls because this is 60% and 60% is greater than 40%. Okay, so this is the area, this is the way for comparing what? Comparing the two set of data in terms of what? Percentage. Okay, already in case of numbers, in case of average, already we have done. Okay, in class 5 also you have done average. So using average also we can compare the two set of data or more than two set of data. And here we are using the percentage to compare the two set of data. Okay. So see how to convert percentage to decimal, fraction or ratio. So if you are given a percentage, okay, a percentage value, then how to convert? Just you have to divide the given value by 100 and you have to replace the percentage symbol. So see the example, 20% is given. Now first of all I will convert this percentage into fraction. So see how to convert, just cancel the 0, you can cancel it. So 2 by 10, this is in fraction, you can say this is a fraction, okay. And when we write in decimal, we will get 0.2. So this is in decimals. And after cancelling 2 with 10, we will get 1 by 5, that is 1:5. So this is in what? Ratio, okay. So this is very simple, just you have to divide by 100 and replace the percentage symbol. So next is, there is a task, there is a homework which I am giving you, that is see example number 7 which is given in page number 116. And also see these number lines. Okay, these are very simple. Okay, it is written in decimal first. Okay, the numbers are written in decimal first, then it is written in fraction form, then equivalent fraction out of 100. That means denominator is converted into 100. So next is, it is written in percentage form. Okay, this is very interesting and very simple. Just read it and read the examples which are given above and below this one, example number 7. Okay, this is the simple. If you find difficulty, you can also ask me. Okay, so next is exercise 9.1. Okay, so here are some diagrams are given in question number 1. So using these figures, we have to write the given information in terms of decimals and percentage. So you can see in 1a, the second figure, the fraction is written as 5 by 100. Okay, you can see here 5 by 100. That means out of 100 small square, only 5 circles are shaded. Okay, so this is written in fraction. Now next we have to convert it into decimal. So you can directly write this fraction into decimal, or you can divide also 5 by 100. Okay, you can divide and then also you can write easily. Okay, so you know that how to convert it into decimal. Okay, so 0.05 will be the answer, because after decimal point we have to see that there should be 2 digits, because below it has how many zeros? After 1, 2 zeros. Okay, so in decimal this will be 0.05. And what will be the percentage? See, percentage will be what? Already it is written in, the denominator is already in terms of 100. This is in 100. Okay, denominator is already 100. So no need to convert, no need to cancel it. You can write directly. What will be the answer? Yes, 5%. Okay. Similarly, see the fourth figure, fraction is written 15 by 100. This is in fraction. So in decimal, it will be equal to 0.15. And in terms of percentage, already the denominator is 100, so we can write directly. Yes, this is 15%. Okay, that means you can also say out of 100%, only 15% is what? Only 15% is shaded part. That means you can see this figure, this one. These are total 100 squares. Okay, here total there are 100 square, and out of 100 square, only 15 small squares are shaded. Okay, so like that only you can do the remaining ones also. Okay, so try to complete this in here in book only. You have to do in book. Okay, so next come to number B. Complete the following. First is written fraction in simplest form, then fraction with 100 as denominator, and then you have to write in decimal and then in percentage. Okay, so first one, B number 1, I am going to do some of the question, and next you have to do it in the book itself. So see this question, I am going to do 4 out of these. Okay, so remaining one you have to do. So see, fraction with denominator 100, it is given 10 by 100. So now we can easily write it in terms of decimal, percentage, and in simplest form. So in simplest form, what we have to do? We have to cancel it. Okay, so after cancellation we will get what? 1 by 10. Okay, 0 will be cancelled out, only 1 0. So in numerator we will get 1 and denominator will be 10. And decimal we can easily write using this one, or you can use this one because denominator is 10. So this will be 0.1. Okay, you can use this one. This is simple here. Denominator is 10. So in decimal it will be 0.1. And in percentage, for writing in percentage, just see where the denominator is 100. See, in this case the denominator is 100. So use this data because denominator is already 100. Okay, so that means the answer will be what? 10%. You know that if denominator is 100, then we can easily write in percentage. So this will be 10%. So if it is written 34 by 100, you can easily write in percentage. That will be 34%. Okay. So next is 0.34. 0.34 in case of fraction with denominator 100, we can write 34 by 100. Okay. And then we have to cancel it out. So after cancelling it, we'll get 17 in numerator and denominator will be 50. Okay, and in percentage, just like this one, I already told you that use this one, okay, fraction with denominator 100 to write the percentage. So 34 by 100 will be what? 34 percentage. Okay. So next one is 85%. So 85%, just write the second box first, because here the denominator is 100. Just write this one. So 85% means just you have to remove the percentage symbol and you can divide this number by 100. So this comes fraction as denominator 100. Okay. Next, you can cancel it out for writing the fraction of this. So this will be, numerator will be 7 and denominator is 20. Okay. Next, in decimal it will be 0.35. Already you know how to convert. Okay, there are 2 zeros, so you have to go from the back side, you have to go 2 places forward. Okay, 7 by 50. See, the denominator is not 100. Now we have to make the denominator 100. That means we have to multiply by which number? Yes, 2 in numerator and 2 in denominator. So after multiplying, we will get 100 in denominator, numerator will be 14. So in decimal it will be 0.14 and the percentage will be 14%. Okay, see, this is very simple. Okay, just you have to use some simple calculation, some simple means you have to use a rough copy and you can easily solve it. Okay, so students, try to do the remaining one, number 2 also. This is also same, so try to do that question. Okay, so see the next one. Next is question number 2. Here we have to convert the fraction into percentage. So already we know that for converting fraction into percentage, we can also multiply the fraction with 100%. Okay, so I am using method number 2. Okay, already I told you there are 2 methods for this. So by multiplying it with 100%, see, there is no common factor of 3 and 100 other than 1. So just divide this and you can write it in mixed fraction. So 33 1 by 3 percentage. Next, the remaining question, please try to do the remaining question, okay, of number 2. Next, come to 3 number. Here also you have to convert the percentage into fraction, but you have to write in simplest form. So this is given in percentage, that means you have to divide this number, this value by 100 and you have to replace the percentage symbol. So 5 by 100, next you have to cancel it, so 5 ones are, this is 20, so 1 by 20. Similarly, number E, 66 2 by 3. So first of all, convert this into improper fraction and then divide it by 100. So after dividing it by 100, you have to replace the percentage symbol. So now see, after the division symbol, after removing the division symbol, you can write this number as 200 by 3 into 1 by 100. So just cancel this one. So you will get 2 by 3. So this will be the answer of number E. Okay, next is question number 4. So try the next question, that is number 4. If you find difficulty, then I can discuss in the next lecture. Okay, students, thank you.